Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's keeping well and staying safe at their homes in this time. Today's episode, I'm going to start by telling you a little about rainforests in general. A rainforest is simply an area of tall, mostly evergreen trees and a high amount of rainfall. Many of these experience more than 100 inches of rain every year. Rainforests are Earth's oldest living ecosystems, with some surviving in their present form for at least 70 million years. They are critically important to the well being of our planet and they encompass approximately 1.2 billion hectares, which is around 3 billion acres of vegetation, and are sometimes described as the Earth's thermostat. Rainforests thrive on every other continent except for Antarctica. The largest rainforest on Earth is surrounded by the Amazon River in South America and the Congo River in Africa. There are two types, the tropical and the temperate rainforests. The tropical rainforests are mainly located between the latitudes of 23.5 degree north, the Tropic of Cancer, and 23.5 degrees south, the Tropic of Capricorn. And on the other hand, the temperate rainforests are located on the north of the Tropic of Cancer and to the south of the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropical rainforests are found in Central and South America, Western and Central Africa, Western India, Southeast Asia, the island of New Guinea, and Australia. Temperate rainforests can be found on the coasts of the Pacific Northwest, in the North America, Chile, the United Kingdom, Norway, Japan, New Zealand, and Southern Australia. Why are these rainforests so important to us living beings? This is because rainforests produce about 20% of our oxygen and store a huge amount of carbon dioxide, drastically reducing the impact of greenhouse gas emissions. Massive amounts of solar radiation are absorbed, helping regulate temperatures all around the globe. They also help maintain the world's water cycle. Rainforests also provide us with many medicinal products. Nearly 70% of plants useful in the treatment of cancer are found only in these rainforests. Rainforest plants are also used in the creation of muscle relaxants, steroids, and insecticides. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest tropical rainforest, also known as Amazonia or Amazon jungle. It has an area of 55 lakh kilometers square and covers most of the Amazon basin of South America and runs through Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. About 60% of the forest is contained in Brazil. The Amazon forest is rife with variegated species of both flora and fauna. We have come across several stories as well as interesting facts regarding this forest through the internet as well as word of mouth, some of which I'm going to share with you now. The name Amazon was coined by the Spanish explorer Francisco Orellana following the event when he was attacked by a band of female warriors called as the Icamiabas, translated as women without husbands. Francisco Orellana compared them to the Amazons figuring in Greek mythology. Only less than 1% of the trees and plants in this forest have ever been tested by scientists. Also, out of the 3,000 types of fruit trees available, the world has only consumed a mere amount of 200 types. A new species of plant or animal is always discovered in the Amazon rainforest every 3 days on an average. This information was given to us by the WWF report for the year 1999 to 2009. Now let's move on to the more colorful parts of the Amazon rainforest, which happens to be its animals. The Amazon forest also boasts of a number of animals which are indigenous to just this forest. For instance, the green anaconda. It's the largest snake in the world weight-wise. Also, one fascinating fish found in the Amazon is the pirarucu, also known as the arapaima or paiche. It is a menacing meat eater. The pirarucu guzzles up other fishes and can grow up to nearly 3 meter long. And what makes it super deadly? It has teeth on the roof of its mouth as well as on its tongue. Around 400 to 500 indigenous Amerindian tribes call the Amazon rainforest home. It is also believed about 50 of these tribes have never had contact with the outside world. Can you imagine that? Also, for further information, these Amazonian tribes, their inhabitants, are also termed as Indians. A very important question that cropped up in my mind was, how do these tribes live in a forest as vast as the Amazon? Most Indians live in settled villages by the rivers and grow vegetables and fruits like manioc, corn, beans, and bananas. They also hunt and fish, using plant based poisons to stun the fish. Some tribes use shotguns for hunting, others use bows and arrows, spears, or blowguns with darts tipped with curare. Only a few Amazonian tribes are nomadic. They tend to live deep in the forest away from the rivers. They grow some crops but rely mostly on hunting and gathering. Today, most Indians in the Amazon have access to Western healthcare and education. When these are controlled by the Indians themselves, they are usually very successful. However, what are the problems these tribes usually face? Almost all the problems faced by them revolve around their lands. Outsiders either want their land or something on or underneath it. The key threats are a massive boom in oil and gas exploration, rampant illegal logging, and the rapid spread of ranching and farming. For every living being, land is equivalent to life. Indian tribes whose lands are respected generally thrive. But in Brazil, Indians have no communal land ownership rights, while in Peru and Colombia, many villages secured land titles decades ago. But governments and companies regularly ride roughshod over their rights. 5 centuries after the first Europeans entered Amazonia, many Indians are still dying at the hands of outsiders, and entire tribes continue to face the threat of annihilation. Amazon tribes need your help. Survival's most urgent campaigns in the Amazon are for the Nukak, 2/3 of whom have died in the 20 years since contact. For Peru's uncontacted Indians under threat from oil companies and loggers, and for the Indians of Raposa Cerro do Sol, whose land is under siege by violent rice farmers. The Amazon rainforest happens to be the largest lungs of our Mother Earth. Millions of trees absorb tons of carbon dioxide every year and slow down the climate changes along with producing 20% of Earth's oxygen, hence named the lungs of the Earth. The basin is drained by the Amazon River, the world's largest river in terms of discharge, and the second longest river in the world after the Nile. The river is made up of 1,100 tributaries, 17 of which are longer than 1,000 miles, and 2 of which, the Negro and the Madeira, are larger in terms of volume than the Congo River, which happens to be second largest river in the world by discharge volume. Though it has existed for 50 million years, the Amazon rainforest is now under threat from human activities, including devastating fires set to clear acreage for ranching and agriculture, as well as mining of oil and gas, copper, iron, and gold. Some of the vast quantities of commodities produced in the Amazon contain cattle beef and leather, timber, soy, oil, and gas, and minerals, to name a few. They are exported today to China, Europe, the US, Russia, and many other countries. The transition from a remote backwater to a cog in the global economy has resulted in large-scale deforestation and forest degradation in the Amazon. More than 1.4 million hectares of forest have been cleared since the 1970s. If asked to point out some of the major reasons for deforestation in the Amazon forest, I would surely point out the following: selective logging and forest fires, conversions for cattle grazing, industrial agricultural production, especially soy farms, mining, subsistence agriculture, dams, urban expansion, agricultural fires, and timber plantation. Amazon has lost 20% of its size in the recent years because of deforestation in order to create the Trans-Amazonian Highway. The next big question is, how these deforestations are going to impact mankind. With its trees absorbing and storing millions of tons of carbon dioxide, a key greenhouse gas that drives global climate change. Deforestation releases this trapped carbon into the atmosphere. Losing a significant part of the forest would speed up climate change because more carbon dioxide would be in the atmosphere. This ongoing channel of collecting carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will create a reason for ice sheets to melt and cause catastrophic effects of climate change. This triggers changes in rainfall patterns and leads to longer dry seasons, putting agricultural productivity at risk. The health of the entire world would be impacted as the fire would cause loss of compounds from rainforest plants which are used in drugs. Researchers have linked depletion of forests to rises in malaria and dengue fever. Fires break out every year in the Amazon rainforest, often accidentally during the dry months of September and October as well. But satellite photographs show that many fires in the Brazilian portion of the rainforest were set deliberately to clear land for mining, logging, and agriculture. On the afternoon of August 2019, the sky over Sao Paulo, Brazil's largest city, went dark from forest fires in the Amazon rainforest and formed ominous clouds that blocked out the sun. And the world watched the blazes rampaging across the forest called the lungs of the world. Thousands of fires are ravaging the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. The northern states of Roraima, Acre, Rondônia, and Amazonas have been particularly badly affected. Huge fires have also been burning across the border in Bolivia, devastating swathes of the country's tropical forest and the savanna. The Amazon region has been hit by thousands of fires that collectively have cleared more than 7,400 square miles of rainforest in Brazil. Experts predict that the rainforest could be completely depleted in just 40 years if no action is taken to solve this issue. If nothing changes soon, we can expect the degradation of freshwater systems, loss of biodiversity, soil washing into the sea, smaller agricultural yields, increased insect infestation, and the spread of infectious diseases. The very important lungs of our Mother Earth, and we see it burning right in front of our faces. I hope this episode has given you a more holistic information about the most important rainforest of our Earth.